Good morning, children. This is our grade 8 biology. Today we are going to see lesson 7, conservation of plants and animals. Lesson 7, conservation of plants and animals. What is meant by the word conservation? Conservation means protection, protecting, safeguarding, governing. Okay? எதை safeguard பண்ண போறோம்? Plants and animals. So here in the lesson we are going to learn how to protect our plants and animals, wild life. Okay, wild plants and wild animals. Okay, what are the steps as being taken by our government to safeguard these wildlife? All those things we are going to see in our today's lesson. Okay. See, before going to this, we have to know the concept about deforestation. What is meant by the word deforestation? First of all, right from 4th standard onwards, we are studying. Deforestation means cutting down of trees. Cutting down of large number of trees. Okay. Okay, what purpose we are doing all those things? So for the purpose, for utilizing the land for various other purpose. So procuring land for cultivation. Cultivation means what? Crop production, producing crops, and building houses and factories. If large areas are there, the factory may apply for the permission to construct a building over the region, okay, away from the city, okay, away from the town area. They ask the government, they apply then the government give the permission to build factory over there. So in order to build a factory, they cut down the trees in those areas. Okay, so building houses and factories. Okay, then making furniture by using the timber wood, they make furniture out of that, and the wood fuel எரிபொருளாகவும் பயன்படுது. Okay, so these are the natural causes of deforestation. Okay, these are the natural causes. எப்படி deforestation வந்ததுன்றது. Okay, okay, what may be the man-made causes of deforestation? These are the man-made causes of deforestation. What are the natural causes of deforestation? Natural causes: forest fire and drought. If the drought is very severe drought means what? Panjam. Very less rainfall or no rainfall at all for long period of time. That region we call it a drought region. Okay, so forest fire and severe drought are the natural causes of deforestations. Okay, so these are the man-made causes and these are the natural causes of deforestation. Clear, children? Okay, if deforestation occurs, what may be the consequence of deforestation? அதன் காரணமா வேற என்ன நடக்கும்? Consequence of deforestation. Okay, what are the consequence? What are the consequence? What is meant by consequence? First of all, அதனால deforestation ஆனதுனால வரும். Okay, consequence of deforestation. So increases the temperature because forest is cutting down of many trees. So there is no trees. It increases the carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. Okay, so the continuous process, the temperature of the earth increases. Okay, we call it as global warming. So temperature increases and this carbon dioxide level increase in the atmosphere means it pollutes the air. So pollution also increases, pollution, and carbon dioxide level increases. That's why all these things happens. So because of all these, the natural calamity, over rainfall, that means flood. Okay, so those drought, flood, all the natural calamities will happen. And what other things get decreased? So because of that, soil fertility get decreased. Because of deforestation, the fertility level of soil get decreased and rainfall level also get decreased. Okay, so overall we can say it brings disturbance in nature. It disturbs natural balance and water cycle. Okay, it disturbs natural balance and water cycle. So overall we can coin like this: it disturbs natural balance and water cycle. See, it increases temperature of the earth. Imagine this is the earth, globe. So this we call it as atmosphere. Okay, earth's atmosphere. Okay, clouds alla irukliya, that is atmosphere. So if we keep on cut down the trees, if the deforestation process is continuous, the trees only produce carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, that means imbalance. The carbon dioxide released and trees are utilizing the carbon dioxide and we are releasing the carbon dioxide, trees are utilizing the carbon dioxide. So this cycle is being continued in the earth. If this balance get disturbed in the atmosphere, what will be happen? So the trees released, we released carbon dioxide, there is no trees is there to utilize that carbon dioxide. So we are breathing out carbon dioxide, so more carbon dioxide, the pollution, the vehicles, factories, smoke emits, no? So all those carbon dioxide is settled in the atmosphere. So here in atmosphere, the level of carbon dioxide is increased in the atmosphere. Okay, so this is here, the level of carbon dioxide is increased in the atmosphere. One fine nature of the carbon dioxide is it won't absorb the heat, it reflects back the heat. See, from the earth heat is produced, it goes and hit the atmosphere zone. From there it won't allow the heat to pass out, won't allow the heat to go through that. The heat again it reflected back to the earth. The heat again it reflected back to the earth. So the heat level is maintained in the around the earth. Okay, the heat level is maintained in and around the earth itself. So the globe gets warm, சூடாகுது. So that's what we are saying it as global warming. Okay, what is the nature of the carbon dioxide gas? The carbon dioxide gas reflect the heat back to the earth, which is released out from the earth. It won't allow it to pass through, it reflect it back in. So the globe gets warm, the earth gets warm. That's what we are saying, the temperature increases. Okay, it causes pollution. All these are because of level of carbon dioxide. Why the level of carbon dioxide is increased? We cut down the trees, the deforestation, because of that level of carbon dioxide. Animals only released carbon dioxide out. There is no plants to absorb the carbon dioxide back for the photosynthesis process. So because of the loss of plants, because of deforestation, the level of carbon dioxide is increased in the atmosphere, so that only the globe gets warm. That's what we are saying, global warming. Because of this global warming, the polar region ice cubes, the Arctic, Antarctic region ice cubes may get melt. Okay, that is the natural calamity, the increased level of natural calamities. Okay, so these are, we call it as consequence of deforestation. மரங்களை அழிச்சதனால வந்த விளைவுகள், consequence of deforestation. Here we see about the what are the things get decreased because of deforestation. Soil fertility get decreased. See here, because of less tree, deforestation, there is less tree only. So because of less tree, if rainfall occurs, more rainfall occurs, there may be possibility of heavy soil erosion. So because of soil erosion, the fertile soil or top layer soil, only fertile soil, the humus, the top layer, in first lesson you studied about the humus, no? The top layer soil get eroded means the lower level soil have nutrients, but compared to the top layer soil, it is have only very less nutrients. Okay, so the top layer soil only fertile soil, humus rich soil, so that soil get eroded. Less number of trees, so more soil erosion. Less trees, so more soil erosion. So soil fertility, சத்தான soil எல்லாம் அடிச்சிட்டு போய்டும் rainfall. So less soil fertility, decreased level of soil fertility. Okay, then if this things continues, less level of rainfall also, then less level of groundwater also, groundwater level. Groundwater means what? Underground water. Okay, if more number of trees are there, the rainwater gets seeps into the ground, absorbed by the ground, and we call it as infiltration. So the rainwater absorbed by the ground, so groundwater level will be increased. So more number of trees are cut down, the deforestation happens, the soil get eroded, the water will run from that area to the lower region. So more soil erosion, there is no infiltration also, no absorption of water into the ground. Okay, so groundwater level also decreased, groundwater level also decreased. Clear, children? What is that? Infiltration. Okay, infiltration, it means absorption of water into the ground, we call it as infiltration. Absorption of water into the ground, we call it as infiltration. So now we see about the consequence of deforestation. So இதெல்லாம் நடக்குது because of deforestation. Global warming, increase in temperature, pollution, many things are happens. Okay, we are so much worried about this deforestation. Okay, what can be done to safeguard our wildlife? So our government think wide and they established many rules. Okay, so they govern a vast region which is having a wildlife, okay, the ecosystem which have all the diverse, biodiversity in nature. Bio means life, diversity means all the living things, maybe plants or animals. So this biodiversity is being governed by our government, and they established many rules to safeguard all the wildlife. Okay, so they marked such regions as biosphere reserve, national parks, sanctuaries, like that. They marked the regions which have rich in all the wildlife. Okay, so conservation of forest and wildlife. So biosphere reserve. Okay, imagine a rich area, rich forest area which have all the wild plants and animals with the mountain, river. So the full vast region we called as biosphere reserve. Okay, the vast region, larger areas. Okay, along with the tribal life. So they don't want to disturb the life of the tribal people. Tribal people means those who are living in that forest, utilizing the resources which is in the forest. They won't build a brick building like us. They build the things which is there in the forest, the twigs and wood, the timber they use to build their house. Okay, so the tribal life, they take the fruits, what is available in this forest, they take that food. They safeguard the forest. So along with the tribal life, the large areas which is having wild life, that area is called as biosphere reserve. Biosphere reserve. Okay, what are the things here it prohibited? Prohibited means not allowed. Those areas, grazing is not allowed. Grazing means what? Pull meyradhukku. Our farmers used to carry goats, sheep, cows and buffaloes for grazing in the land, no? So in that area, because of rich forest, the grassland also more, no one is allowed inside for grazing. Pull meyradhukku allow panna maatanga. Then cultivations, we are not allowed to cultivate. நான் கிரேஸ் பண்ணலங்க, நான் பிளான்ட் தான் வளர்க்குறேன் அப்படின்னாலும் they won't give you permission to cultivation also. Okay, it's only meant for the wild environment, wildlife. Okay, they are conserving that, safeguarding that wildlife. So no cultivation, it's prohibited. Prohibited means stop. அங்கே இது it's not allowed. Felling trees means what? Felling trees means cutting down of trees. மரம் வெட்டுறது அலோட் கிடையாது. Even to pick up the twigs also they won't allow. Okay, hunting, வேட்டையாடுறது, poaching. Okay, so the அந்த animals எல்லாம் எடுத்துட்டு வந்து they use for their purpose, skin and horns and all they are using, no? So for hunt they use the meat. Okay, so this hunting, poaching, everything is prohibited in that area. They won't allow us. First of all, they won't allow the general public to enter inside the biosphere reserve. Only the forest rangers are there, no? They only are allowed there to safeguard those environment. Clear, children? So far we seen about biosphere reserve. So now we'll see that national park. So 3 areas: biosphere reserve, national park and sanctuary. Okay, so biosphere reserve is the larger area. Next we'll see national parks. So what is that national parks means? Here also the wildlife is being conserved. The wildlife is being conserved in their natural habitat itself. They are allowed to move freely in the natural habitat and that resource itself. So there is no restriction for the animals. both wild plants and wild animals are more in this national parks. Okay, here if we want to visit the national park, we have to get permission from the government first of all. Okay, they won't allow anyone to enter inside that. If we are a student of some course, we are studying about the forest, we are studying any courses, means we have to enter their application form, we have to enter what reason we want to visit in the national parks. They won't allow the general public to visit the national parks. Okay, so even though if they allow you to visit to the certain extent, it's also a wide region, to the certain extent, certain distance only they allow us to see the animals and plants, the wildlife in that region. Clear? So those animals move freely in their natural habitat. That's what their ideology. They don't want to disturb the animals' habitat. So that is national parks. And sanctuary. Here in sanctuary, we have visited many sanctuaries, no? Here it's compared to the area-wise. Biosphere is a larger area. Next to wildlife, national parks. Next to this one, sanctuary. The next sanctuary is a smaller area. Compared to these three, sanctuary is smaller one. Biosphere is bigger one. National park is in between that. So here in sanctuary, animals are taken care more than the plants. Okay, in national parks, both animals and they given important for both animals and plants. Whereas in sanctuary, they focus more on animals. Okay, the animals are being protected. They want to be in the natural habitats. Those animals are want to be in the natural habitat. So they are giving that certain habitat to that, and they are not disturbing the animals. Even though they allow the public to visit the sanctuary, to the certain extent only they allow us. Okay, like this Biosphere Reserve, National Park and Sanctuary, we have many number of Biosphere Reserve, National Parks and Sanctuaries in our India also. If we compare to the world-wise also, many sanctuaries are there. I will show you few sanctuaries in our India. Look here children, Biosphere Reserve in India. See the center one, the near the Madhya Pradesh, this Pachamari Biosphere Reserve, Nandi Devi and Sundarbans, Nilgiri, Gulf of Mannar, see Great Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar Islands are there, no? Here Great Nicobar. So these are Biosphere Reserves in India. So about this Pachamari Biosphere Reserve only few details are given in our lesson. Look children, this is Lakova Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam, India. Okay, Lakova Wildlife Sanctuary. Look here. Okay, it's magnified view. Okay, Lakova Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam. Look children, it's location of Klaladio National Park in Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Okay, it's Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Formerly only it known as Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. Now it's known as Klaladio National Park. Okay, it's in Rajasthan. Look children, this is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Okay, see this magnification view given. This is Andaman and this is Nicobar Islands. Okay, the green color one only islands. Okay, the small green color only. So this is Nicobar. Here only Great Nicobar Wildlife Sanctuary is there. Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. Okay, Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve is there. Look children, this is Pachmari Biosphere Reserve which is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, this Pachmari wildlife sanctuary is there. Two wildlife sanctuary, Pachmari Wildlife Sanctuary and Bori Wildlife Sanctuary is there. And this is famous for Satpura National Park. Satpura National Park, Pachmari Biosphere Reserve and Bori Wildlife Sanctuary. Bori and Pachmari Wildlife Sanctuary. Out of this name Pachmari Wildlife Sanctuary only, this Biosphere Reserve is given name as Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, I will show you few pictures from Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Look children, Pachmari Madhya Pradesh. Pachmari Biosphere Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. These are the places to visit there. Handigo and Bee Falls, Pandava Cave. See, look here, eppadi irukku parunga, Pandava's Cave. So this is bird's view, how it looks, see. And this is a church. Okay, see, look at the closer view of the church. All these are there in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. And it's a temple, Hindu temple. Okay, maybe the tribal people worship there. And the sunset, sunrise and all. Then hill. Okay, see, sunrise. Okay, look children, this is Pachmari Biosphere Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. And here, so this Pachmari Biosphere Reserve consists of a national park named Satpura National Park and two wildlife sanctuary. One is Bori and another one is Pachmari. Okay, Satpura National Park, Bori and Pachmari Wildlife Sanctuary. Satpura National Park. Okay. Like this we can see 18 biosphere reserve in our India. Okay, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Nandi Devi. Okay, and Utkand, Sundarbans, West Bengal, and few more biosphere reserves are there in our India. Totally 18 biosphere reserves. So plants found in the particular area are called flora. Plants found in the particular area are called flora, and animals found in the particular area are called fauna. Plants flora, animals fauna. See, look here, salt, teak, mango, jamun, silver ferns, arjun are the flora of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Salt, teak, okay, mango, jamun, silver fern, silver color arjun are the flora of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Flora and plants. See, chinkara, bluebell, barking deer, cheetah, leopard, wild dog, wolf are the fauna of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay, wild dog, cheetah, leopard, barking deer are the fauna. Fauna means animals of the Biosphere Reserve. Which one? Pachmari Biosphere. Different species of flora and fauna can be seen in this Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Different species. Species means what? Species means group of animals which can reproduce among themselves. What is meant by species? Group of animals which can reproduce among the adukku ullaye adu reproduce aaikum. Group of animals which can reproduce among themselves. It applicable to the plants also. Okay, same group of plants or animals, we call it as species. See, for example, these are the sea turtles. Okay, different species, but they can reproduce among themselves. See, these are the different varieties of sea turtles: green sea turtle, Camps, olive, leather, like the different sea turtles, but they can reproduce among themselves, same species. Okay, these are the different species of sea turtles that can reproduce among themselves, that we call it as species. So if we go for the word endemic species means, so endemic species means, endemic na and the particular region, the species of plants or animals which are found in the particular area. We cannot see those species in some other area. Okay, nowhere else we can see those species. So such kind of species are called endemic species. And the area la mattuna irukum, vera area la irukadu, and the modi species we call it as endemic species. So coming to this, salt, wild mango, bison, this is a giant squirrel, okay, flying squirrel, these and all endemic species of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay, endemic species of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. And the Biosphere Reserve la mattumna idu irukum, vera enge irukadu. Okay, giant squirrel, flying squirrel, bison, wild mango, salt. Okay, endemic species of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Endemic species of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Shall we revise? Pachmari Biosphere Reserve consists of one national park named Satpura National Park and two wildlife sanctuary named Bori and Pachmari. So what are the flora and fauna we see in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve? Flora means plants, salt, teak, mango, jamun, silver fern, arjun or the flora. Chinkra, bluebell, barking deer, cheetah, leopard, wild dog, wolf and all fauna of Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Species of plants and animals which are found in particular area, nowhere else we can see, those species are called endemic species. And the area la mattumna irukum, vera area la paaka mudiyadhu. Appadiyapatta species we call it as endemic species. So about Pachmari Biosphere Reserve we studied. So in our next video class we will study about some details about national parks and sanctuary. Okay, you revise all that in our book. Okay, view some tourist part present in a different biosphere reserve in our India by using the internet. Thank you, children.